Hello and welcome to class again. Thank you for joining. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being in class again today. We continue with logarithmic expressions, simplifying them, solving them. Now we have another question. Now remember this, I said previously that the more questions you solve on a particular topic, the more your proficiency increases. Now, I would not say that I've known so much because I know the principle, I know the idea, and that's good. It's good. So, but you need to solve more questions than you're answering. So that's why we're having more questions. Now, we have this. If you're given this expression and you're asked to simplify it, what do? Now, the first thing is move this way. You know what we do? We do the additive inverse. Or you just put this, what we normally say, just when it crosses equal sign. Now you see this has log and this has log, this doesn't. So what we do, what we say, we collect like terms. Collection of like terms means the ones that look alike meet each other. So I can bring this here. Now we'll take it step by step. We also thought this way. Now this comes this way, becomes log inverse 10 of x minus 8. This one, this minus sign belongs to this. The sign for this one is an invisible plus. Any number that is plus, for example, if I am 14 years old, I'm actually plus 14 years old. But it's not written. So just leave it that way. So like $200 in the sentence as plus $200. So we don't forget that. So let's just go. So this one has a sign, it crosses equal sign. When it crosses equal sign, it's actually going to change from minus to plus. Now, like I said in previous videos, now if you've not looked at the previous videos, please go to previous videos and see. I take stepwise, I take steps, I do things stepwisely. Now, what I've said is if I want this one to go out of this place, I'll do the additive inverse. Right? I just want this other way. Now, so moving it here means we'll have the sign will change to log 10 x plus 1. So this one still remains here. The one I've not moved, I've only moved this. I've only moved this with its symbol, with its sign to this place. And if you move the sign, will change to plus. Or it just actually what was done in maths was the additive inverse. So this is now the same. So they both have the same sign. So that is in logarithm, if you have log A in base, log B in base A plus log A of C. We bring them together, it becomes log in base A of B times C. But the same principle we have, you have log in base 10. By bringing the two of them, it becomes 8 times x plus 1. So that's what we have. So in other words, we open the bracket, we multiply this, and then this. So x times x will give us x squared, and then x times 1 will give us x. But then remember, plus times plus is plus, and then plus times this plus is this. So we actually have 1x, which is the same thing as x. Is that 1x, or just write it as x? Now here, minus times plus, invisible plus is minus. We've already done that. Check the previous videos. And then 8 times x is 8x, right? Actually, minus times plus is minus. So 8 times x is x, then minus times plus is what? Minus, then 8 times 1 is 8. So this multiply this to give us this, and then this multiply this to give us this. So this is what we have now. Now do not forget this is 1, this is 1. Now this is not looking like the same, so we have to make it look the same. Bringing this one here. This will not just move. So what is it actually? To make it look like the same, what is 1? Because this one is already on log 10, we make this one look like this. Remember in log in base a of a is actually 1. That is, the log of a number to the same base is equals to 1. Okay? Log of 7 in base 7 is 1. Same thing, log of, let's say, log of 2. Log of 2 in base 2 is 1. Log of anything in the same base is equal to 1. So the reverse is also true. That means log 1 is the same thing as log 2 in base 2. And the same thing as 1 is equals to log 7 in base 7. Now, I could say base 2 in base 2 here, log 7 in base 7. But it's not going to match with this. I will make it match with this. So what I have here is to match with this one, which is going to be log in base 10 of 10, because this is actually a log 10. So we now see that it matches. There's no need making 2. So it's actually log in base 10 of 10, log in base 10 of 10 that actually gives us 1. So we swap it, or this is equals to this, and this is equals to this. So 1 is the same thing as log in base 10 of 10. Right? So having done that, we go ahead. So what we have is x squared plus x, then let me be sure I'm not made a mistake, minus times this, okay, then minus 8. Now let's go to the maths here. Minus x plus x minus x. I'm owing 8x and I have 1 egg. If I pay my 1 egg, have I still owing? Yes. I was owing 7, so I was owing 8, so I'm paid 1, I'm owing. So I'm owing, since I'm owing, I have this. Now you can look at previous videos where I made this thing simple. This is log. Now this and this are the same, so I want to make this a quadratic equation and then proceed. So what I'll do, this will cancel this. So what is left? We have x squared minus 7x minus 8 is equals to what? 10. It's now looking like a quadratic equation, isn't it? Now let's come to the top here. Let's come to the top. And, now here we already now have x squared minus 7x minus 8 is equals to 10. To make it a proper quadratic equation, it's going to be x squared minus 7x minus 8. So I'm not making a mistake. No, is equals to 10. This is plus 10 when I cross the equal sign. In other words, to do the additive inverse, it's going to become minus 10 is equals to what it means after the equal sign will now be 0, because the 10 are booked in, which is minus 10. Now let's go. This is 8x minus 7x minus 8 minus 10. That is, I'm owing $8 and I'm also owing $10. Minus means owing. Plus means having or paying. So owing $10 and owing $8. Question number 1. Am I still owing? Yes. How much am I owing? $18. So that means it's going to be $18 because I'm still owing. So this is going to be minus 18 is equals to 0. So this is a quadratic equation. So from here we'll find the roots, right? Let's go straight. I'm not going to stay long because a good number of the videos we've done previously I've worked on quadratic equations, so we're going to go straight. So look for two numbers that when we add them, they'll give us 8. We'll add them, give us this. Well, when we multiply, will give us this. Now, I've never thought of this before, but while talking now, it just came to my head, boom. And it's actually 9 times 2. 9 times 2 is equals to 18, and 9 minus 2 is equals to 7. I said add here means that it's either you add or you subtract. That's what this place will be. So it's actually 9 minus 2 or 7. So it's going to be 9 and 2, but it's going to be what variations of it is going to be plus, minus, minus, plus, or plus, plus, or minus, minus. Let's see which will work. One that will give us minus 8 will be and give us minus 7, because our goal is a minus 18 and minus 7. If it's going to be a minus 7, that means the smaller number subtracted the big one. The smaller number, you know, 9 minus 2 will give you 7, but 2 minus 9 will give you what? Minus 7. So it's going to be 2 minus 9. So that means this is likely going to be a plus 2 minus 9. Now, that will mean that what we'll have here is going to be a plus 2 times minus 9. Plus times minus is minus, 2 times 9 is 18. Is that correct? And then if I change it to this minus 2, so plus 2 minus 9, it will be minus 7. So that is done. So when we go here, we'll have this will be this now will be substituted. This now will be represented by this and this. Okay, so this will now be squared. This will now be plus 2 plus 2x minus 9x minus 18 is equal to 0. So let's go. We'll pick this 2 and pick this 2. What is common here and is also here? This one actually means x times x, and this actually means 2 times x. So what is here and is also here? Bring it outside the bracket. So what you have here, that is also here. We have x here, and there's also x here. So bring it out. So what remaining here? X, and this is plus. What's remaining here? 2. So this is done. We'll now come to this place. What is here that is also here? We have minus here, we have 9 here, we have x here. We have 18. 18 is actually what? 2 times 9. 2 times 9. So we have minus, so minus comes out here. So minus comes out. And then we have 9 here, we have 9 here. So 9 comes out. So 9 minus and minus out, 9 and 9 out. So what is remaining here? X. And actually here we change. Minus times minus. Minus times minus is actually a plus. And then we have 2 remaining. So it's actually 2 and this x. This x and this 2 is equal to 0. Notice something in quadratic equation. This place must be the same thing as this place. So let's move it together. So this and this were picked. And this being the same will be represented by just one of it. X plus 2 is equal to 0. So we'll split the 12 there. So this will become x minus 9 is equal to 0, or x plus 2 is equal to 0. So to this end, if this one you do the additive inverse, x will be equal to 9. This is done. Or x, this one comes here, it becomes minus 2. So these are the values, these are the roots of this equation. So by this, I have not just simplified this work, I have actually solved it. These are the final roots. Thank you so much. You have a question you don't understand, please point out the places or the areas where you didn't understand. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following. See you in the next class.